Hi there, today we're going to talk about how to start a partnership in the state of Georgia that includes limited partnerships, limited liability partnerships, and limited liability limited partnerships. You can do this online or through filing a PDF form or a paper form of the articles. It should be noted that all filing with the Secretary of State must be done in accordance with Title 14, Chapter 8 of the Georgia State Statutes. The filing fees associated with each partnership type are listed here. I'll allow you to read those at your leisure. It should be noted as well that the first step, whether you're filing online or filing for any kind of partnership, is to choose a name and ensure that that name isn't already being used within the state by a corporation, an LLC, a partnership, or any other business entity. To do so, you're going to click on this link here and review our tutorial on how to perform a business entity search using the Corporations Division website. You can also reserve a name, a tutorial for which is here, to prevent other businesses from taking it before you file. So we have more information on that here as well. First step to filing, if you're going to file online, this can be done for all partnership types, is you're going to want to create an account with the Corporations Division if you don't already have one. You're going to require entering your email address, your full name, as well as your address, and then creating your security credentials, your username and password. If you've already done that, then you can skip this step, obviously. Once you've done that, you can log into your account and you'll have access to the home page, which you can reach by clicking this link. On there you'll see a whole list of different functions you can do, but what we're going to focus on is the create or register a business button. Click on that and you'll see a window that should look like this on the next page. If you're creating a domestic business, you're going to click on the first one. If you're registering a foreign business, click on the bottom, and then you click on this. Will be one of those drop down menus and you'll be able to choose between either domestic LP or LLLP, or you'll have all three options for foreign partnerships. You're not able to form a domestic partnership, or sorry, domestic limited liability partnership within a state, whether online or otherwise. It's only available for foreign limited liability partnerships. That being said, we can continue to step 3, which will be to show, as we said before, you've already chosen your business name, so put the first preference. And also you have your second and third choice if this applies. Let's hope it doesn't, because you performed a business entity search and you found that it was available. If that's not the case, I mean, you can put a couple other options too if you like. The NAICS has different codes for different varieties of business types, so enter the code that applies to your partnership. There'll be a drop-down menu of seemingly about 20 to 25 options for each. You should be able to find yours in there. Then enter the full address of your principal office, and if you're a foreign entity, make sure to indicate whether your records address is the same or not. If it's not, you can enter in that information immediately below it, just like here. Click continue and you'll be brought to the next page. Well, there you'll have to enter your email, search for your registered agent's name. If it's not in the database, you're going to have to create it. It'll look something like this if you choose that option. Once you've established your registered agent, provide the name and address of all the general managers for your partnership. And step 9 is where you're going to find there's a bit of a difference between the domestic and the foreign corporations processes. If you're a domestic corporation, you're going to have to provide any other provisions that you'd like to add. This is an optional step. You can also put those provisions in the partnership agreement, which is something we'll talk about a little bit later. After that, you can check that you as far as you know, everything you just entered is completely accurate and true. And then you sign your name and print it. Provide the date, the effective date for filing, and the your title as well. Click continue, and you're done that part of the filing. Foreign corporations will need to supply all of this information before finishing, which is to do with your the jurisdiction in which you originally formed. You'll also have to supply your signature, your title, and the effective date. All of this will bring us to paying the filing fee, which will be $225 for foreign, $200 for foreign LLPs. Sorry, I should say $225 for foreign LPs and LLLPs, and all domestic partnerships will expect to pay $100. And you can do that by entering your credit card information, and that will complete your online filing. For those opting out of the paper filing and would like to form an LP or an LLLP, both can be done using the same forms, whether it's a foreign or a domestic. Now, for whatever reason, the Georgia Secretary of State website hasn't offered a template for domestic filers who want to file a certificate of limited partnership, so you're going to have to do that yourself. There's instructions, detailed instructions that they've given on how to do so. We'll go over it a little bit here too as well. There is, however, a form for this application for a certificate of authority for foreign LPs and LLLPs. So you're going to choose which one applies to you. Fill out each form with the appropriate information. So the minimum required information for a certificate of LP or limited liability limited partnership is the name of the LP, the full address of the registered agent, full name and address of each general partner, any other provision you'd like to add, and the signature of all general partners. While if you're drafting a certificate or application for a certificate of authority, you'll need to provide all of this information. Clicking on this will bring you to obviously a PDF form of that you can print and fill off yourself. Step 3, applies only to domestic partnerships, and it talks a little bit about the transmittal form 246, which will be required to be sent along with your certificate of limited partnership. You're going to need to provide all this information, which is the LP name, reservation number, and LP name. I'm actually going to let you guys go ahead and read that, but you can click on this, and again, I'll provide you with a PDF of that file that you can print off and fill. Attach all forms with the appropriate filing fee and send them to this this address here, and usually you get confirmation of your filing within 5 to 7 business days. If you have supplied the email correctly, they will tell you that they received it, but they just won't tell you that it's been authorized. Finally, we're going to talk about how to file a foreign limited liability partnership using paper filing as opposed to online. Like all of them, you're going to want to have chosen a name and just proven that it's original within the state. Then you can print off a certificate of authority, which is available here, or by clicking this window, and you're going to have to supply all this information, which is pretty standard stuff: email address, name of LLP, filer information, information about the principal place of business, registered agent, jurisdiction, all information concerning each managing partner, their printed name, signature, stuff like that. You'll be able to read that over. Really basic stuff. And again, mail it with the filing fee. For this time, is $200 payable to the Secretary of State, and same address, you can mail it to them. So that's all the different filing types for all the different partnership types within the state of Georgia. You're also going to want to acquire what's called an employment insurance number from the IRS. That's going to help them identify you come tax season, and it's going to help you because you're going to be able to perform financial transactions. This is an essential number for all businesses, so if you want to learn how to acquire one, click here. Partnership agreements. This is something that we recommend that you draft. Um, it's the only document that's going to talk about the ownership of the company and have any legal significance when it comes to the division of responsibility and the manner in which you plan on operating your company. It's not legally required, so you don't need to file it with the Secretary of State, but each managing partner should agree to it, sign it, and then file it for their own personal reference. So a template for that can be found by clicking this link here. Finally, in order to stay in good standing with the state of Georgia, you're going to want to file an annual registration form each year between the 1st of January and the 1st of April. This is also going to have to be filed within 90 days of initially forming, regardless of whether it's between January and April. And that's going to have to give a certain amount of information about the partners, etc. It's just to update the Secretary of State each year with how the business is operating, essentially. It's going to cost you $50 for LPs and LLLPs. For an LLP, you'll only have to pay $30 a year. And that's it. Hope that was helpful, guys. Take care.